Hello guys, and welcome back to Epic Mentorship. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to use the Microsoft Forms. In my past video, I've already shared how to download and install the Microsoft Office 365 for free. So if you have not actually downloaded, if you don't have it with you, you can check the link in the description so that you can learn how to download and install this very expensive software for free and for lifetime without you putting in any code, putting in any license or thereabout. So for today, you just have to go to theoffice.com and be sure to have an account. If you have an account already, you can just log in with your account and it will bring you to this platform. So there are two ways to get to Microsoft Forms. Microsoft Forms functions just like the Google Forms we have. We can create registration form for events. We can generate forms that we can send to our clients to fill up. We're going to capture their details. We want to get the email addresses of participants. We want to use it as a means of getting the data of our participants for the event, and then we can reach out to them, either to say thank you for applying, either to send them important information about their particular event or thereabout. So it's a very, very important form to create. If you learn how to create it, life becomes easy in terms of event management, event promotion and all that. So to get to Microsoft Forms, there are two ways. First, you can come to this app launcher, you click on it and you can see a bunch of applications that you can use, but the form is not here, unfortunately. So to see forms, you have to come to all apps, and then when you scroll down here, you will see it forms over here. So it's the first way to get to it. The second way is to check by this side icons. You can see it at all apps also. So once you click on all apps, it's going to open all apps and you can see it over here, forms. So whichever way you follow, the most important thing is to click on the form. Okay, so once you click on the form, this is where you will be brought into a fresh page. And to your left, you can see new form. You can create a new form and you can create a new quiz. You can have a bunch of other templates that you have over here. Okay, so there are a range of templates that you can look into if you want, and you can click on more templates to see a bunch of them again. Okay, so whichever one you choose, you can easily use for your content. If you are inviting for a survey, you can just click on this to see the formats, to see the arrangement of their questions, and then you can try to format your own also in this direction. This is a nomination survey, this is a holiday party invitation, this is event registration. Let's try to click on one to just have an idea of how it looks. So this is a sample registration form. You can see the background well arranged, you can see the title and the description, and then you can see how the questions are arranged. You have to give an answer, you have to check boxes, you have to say yes or no and all that. So in this case, you can edit these questions and use it for yourself. Once you click on the question, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can edit even the options, you can delete, you can put in and edit the question, and then you can make it for yourself. You can actually have it for yourself. You can shift it to the top even, or you can bring it down a little bit until you're satisfied. You can make this a requirement that each person answering this form must fill up this before he goes to the next stage or before he submits this form. Okay, you can put in multiple answers or thereabout, whichever way you want. It's easily editable, and you can add new question from here. What kind of question you want to add, all you can do. So but for now, we want to start on a very, very fresh page. So I press the back button. So we want to start on a new form. So you click on new form, and we want to follow up with something very simple. So we can see that this is an untitled form, so we can put in anything. So let's put the title as, for example, UTP Toastmasters Club meeting. So the next thing is you have to enter a description, but for now, this is UTP Toastmasters Club meeting. You can add in a picture if you want. So for the title to be looking highly professional and fantastic, you have to add up a picture. You can put any picture of your liking. So for example, let's put some logo from Toastmasters. So once you come over here, you're free to search for your logo. So let's try to put an image that can represent Toastmasters or thereabouts. So we can just click on this, and you're free to search on Bing, or you can go to OneDrive if you have it saved, and you can upload if you want also, if you have it somewhere within your system or within your device. So we can search on Bing, maybe let's say Toastmasters. Okay, you can see it here, the first one. Let's say we are using this logo, and then we add it to our form. So we can put in the description here. Okay, attempt to learn how to build confidence in speaking and learn about leadership. Okay, so the next thing that we can do is to click out. We can always edit, we can always delete if you want, but then this is our title. Next is we can add another thing. Maybe we can add a choice question. We can click on this to add a choice question, and it's going to be, you can put any question. You can add more options if you have by just clicking on add options, and you can put in maybe another thing, and at the end you can put in other options. So the person will put on his own what option that he feels is the main reason why he is joining. So you're free to copy this question to the next page. You're free to delete, you can bring it up or down, and you can make this a requirement, put it in such a way that one can give multiple answer. And over there, here to these three dots, when you click on it, you have the option to shuffle the question, to put it on any stage, maybe first, second, third. You can shuffle it, you can do a drop down, you can bring it down, you can subtitle, put in subtitle, and then you can add branching. Okay, branching is maybe when someone is satisfied with the question, based on his satisfaction, when he clicks on this, maybe you can easily go to another section of the form. So this is the first question. Which of these reasons motivates you to join our meeting? You can add another question. For example, we can put in text. Tell us about your history in Toastmasters. This is just a required. You can make this a long answer because some people would like to talk about themselves and how they move from one stage to another. Okay, so let's say we make this a requirement, and we can move to the next question. We can put in a rating question. So we can ask how was your experience with our last meeting. We can give in a rating 1 to 5. You can give more, you can go as far as 10, and you can make it someone can just click to give us a rating. What did he learn? How did we perform, and what are the areas that we can improve? We will ask him that question in the next. So the star can be a number and it can be a star. I think I prefer it to be a star. You can put numbering if you want to score, and then it's easy, and you can put star as well. So lastly, we can try to put in a question. Again, in addition to rating, we can put in date. We can ask questions like, when was the last time you attended our meeting? You can just put in the date. When you click on this drop down, you can see a bunch of dates, and you can use it to fill up the last experience you had with us. So you can put in more, and over this drop down you can see other things. You can put in ranking, you can put Likert, you can put net promoter score, and you can put in a different section of also if you want. You can click in this to have a different section. Once you click on this is going to create a new section. So you can add simple questions like full name. So you write your full name. It's going to be a long answer or just a simple answer. You can write about, still on text, maybe your email / phone number. So this is basically how to create a form on Microsoft Forms. You can easily look at the form. You can preview it to see how it's going to look by just coming over here to this eye sign. You click on preview, and you can see how fantastic the form is looking. Okay, in the preview section, this is how it's going to look like on a computer. And then if you want, at this point, you can go to the next section, which talks about your personal details, and you can put in your details. And then on the phone, this is how it's going to look like. If you are using phone, this is how fantastic it's going to look like. You can see the arrangement, and you can just click on this to go to the next as well. So I think it looks kind of perfect, and you can always come back to the main form and continue with your other things. So up here, apart from the preview, you can go to the themes, and when you click on it, there are a number of things you can change. For example, the looks on this, you can change it to something like this. Because we are talking about public speaking, you can bring in something like this, and I think the theme kind of looks good. You can bring in something like this as well. This is a stage performance, maybe speech or something. You can bring in something like this and it's going to look quite good. And you have the option also down here to use a blocked color. You can just use anyone, you know, to just make it looks the way you want it, or you can put in abstract and or thereabout. But I think this one kind of looks cool and aligned with what we have at hand. So we can take this and down here to the top right, you can see the send button. After you finish up filling all the forms details and all, you are satisfied with the content, you can always come over and copy this URL and share with your people, and you can shorten it to make it a bit better, because as it is now it's quite long. You can shorten the URL to make it shorter, and you can share this on Facebook or on Twitter, and you are free to copy the link directly like this, or copy the link by clicking on this, or you can get a QR code generated directly for you for this particular event. Okay, so no need to go to any website to generate a QR code for your event. You can easily get it from here, and you can download and attach it to your poster and use it directly. Next to this, you have the embedded option. You can copy this directly. You can just copy this code and put it on your website, and you can easily view it, or by clicking on it you can get to this particular form. And lastly, you can email this to someone that you know can get this link and make use of it as a registrant or as a participant. Whichever way, you are free to share this directly with your friends, and you can get a link to duplicate. You can duplicate this and start up another form or thereabout. So once you submit this form to the people, once you copy the link and share with people, when they respond, this is where you see the response. Okay, you click on this and you will be able to see the responses from the people. How many responses have you gotten, average time the people spent to actually fill up the response, and are they active, what's the status at the moment. You can see it. And the most important part is you can open this in Excel. Okay, when you have responses, you can open in Excel. You can see the distribution of the answers, how they are distributed based on participant, based on applicants, and based on the answers they give. Okay, over to these three dots, you have the option to delete all responses, to print the summary of all the respondents, and then to create a summary link that you can share with people as well. So this is how to really prepare the form. And then the last thing you need to know is about these three dots. You come over to this three dot and you can come to settings. You have the option to accept responses, and once you click on this, it's going to stop accepting responses, and you can put in any message to the applicant that the form is no longer accepting responses, or due to this reason we have stopped accepting responses. Okay, but you can say we can still accept. So you can put a start and end date for this campaign. You can shuffle the question. You can do email notification of each response. If you get any response, they can notify you on the email. Once you check this box, it's going to notify you each response from this. Okay, you can show the progress to you. You can customize the thank you message and put in right now it's your response was submitted. You can put in thank you for submitting your response, and we will get back to you shortly, or something like that. So this is basically how to use the Microsoft Forms and to create form for the event and to share with your friends and have a successful event. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, kindly remember to give it a thumbs up. You can comment on anything, you can like, and you can share with your friends. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to keep enjoying videos like this from this website. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.